of something that once started you could not stop. They could be writing scripts for you. And I said, no. They said, you can't broadcast if you don't read that. I said, well, I won't broadcast.
Morning.
Good morning.
Do you know how much I hate it when I wake up and I reach over and you're not on your side of the bed?
I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about what if Lucas and I don't find our daughter. Ever.
Look, I know it hasn't been easy, but look at it this way. It's just possible.
And then I remembered I made some notes. Places we could still search and people we could contact, you know, things like that. So I started to look for them.
Didn't you wait?
And I went through all the closets and all the drawers, and you know what I found?
No, I don't.
A bill from Frankie Frame to you. You hired her, didn't you, to follow Lucas? And what, you weren't ever going to tell me about it, were you?
Bridget, it's the Red Baron, and he's coming in, and he's going to come in for a three-point land, and if he can make it, he's almost out of gas, so, oh, my goodness, oh, he crashes right into your stomach. Oh, no. Give him some air. Squeeze this. Yes, there you go.
Hey, it's almost time, right?
Yeah, it's almost time.
Okay, I talked to Mom. She should be here in an hour or so.
Your plane was delayed again?
Yeah, airport's jammed up, but she's positive she'll make it soon.
Good, good. You know, I don't know why, but I feel a little strange going off and leaving Stephen today.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, I know, but he had a slight fever last night.
Well, Mrs. Martin is here watching Allie. I'll just tell her to keep an eye on him.
Right, that's right. I talked to her. Come here, big fella. You know, I wish Mom was going to watch him today, though.
Can't you take him with you?
No, and I don't want him in that courtroom.
Is it going to be rough enough?
Jamie is going to do fine.
I know. I heard about Vicky's lawyer. What's his name?
Kenneth Martin.
You're right.
Matthew.
He's supposed to be some kind of shark.
Yes, he is. And the whole point of moving up the court date was so he wouldn't be there to represent Vicky.
That's not good. It's not too fair, is it?
You think Vicky is going to be fair?
Listen, I'm not so worried about her lawyer as I am her. One never knows what she's up to. Do it.
All right. Now, the thing we have to handle is Jake.
Jake is very angry.
Yes, but it is my neck on the line in the courtroom today, not his.
Jake has to tell the truth.
All right. There's truth, and then there's truth. And that's where you come in.
What do you mean?
I want you to come with me to the courtroom and talk to Jake before we go in, Bridget.
What am I supposed to say?
You can sort of remind him how we used to have to pull together. We had some good times. You can tell him how
Jake is not stupid. If I'm there, he's going to be very angry, and that's only going to make things worse.
Well, that's a risk I am going to have to take, Bridget. Now, come on, we have to go soon. Bridget, don't back out on me now. I really need you today.
All right, dear, all right.
Darling, you look perfect, doesn't she, Michael?
You look beautiful.
Well, good. It's always nice to be well-dressed on your way to the gallows.
Hey, now, don't you worry. Everything's gonna be fine.
How do you feel?
Fine. Awful.
We love you, and we're behind you 100%, okay? Come on.
Okay. All right. I've got to go on ahead and meet Kenneth, all right?
Fine. We'll meet you there.
You be brave. Be brave.
I'm trying. Okay. Thanks for everything.
We love you. Huh? Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Come on, Bridget.
Oh, well,
Go.
Victoria, I really...
Bridget!
Victoria. Come on, right, I'm coming.
You about ready?
No.
Well, about how long?
I need to talk
About?
about whether we have a future or not.
Stacy?
Derek!
Good luck.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to take your mind off
Oh,
work or anything.
no, you didn't.
I should probably be going.
No, please, don't go.
You gotta get inside.
I know, but I have to tell you something, and it's not good news. The police found out that you have a record for burglary. You never told me that.
No, I didn't. No.
As a lawyer, and because I care about you, you've got to tell me the whole story.
Look, Stacy.
No, you have to tell me the whole story now.
Liquid Tide with Clothesline Fresh Scent. It'll make your whole wash smell as fresh as all outdoors. New Clothesline Fresh Tide.
Those people left this house so dirty. How will I ever get it clean?
Clean it fast with Spick and Span liquid.
So powerful, every drop dissolves tough dirt on contact.
So you can clean it fast.
In bathrooms.
With Spick and Span liquid.
On floors. Now it's easy to get your whole home clean. Get it Spick and Span. Fast.
I tell you what, I'll take Stephen upstairs. Okay? Come on, cutie. Let's go. Fix your tie.
What?
Your tie.
Oh, yeah, I can never get it right when I'm nervous.
Oh, Sam wanted me to tell you, too, that he wishes he could come with us.
Oh, thanks, but we need him to keep working on finding the Red Swan.
Yeah, that's the last thing Mom needs is to come home here and find that big stall.
Thanks, Amanda. So how does this look, okay?
Perfection, yes.
Good.
Hey, I feel bad I wasn't here for you. I mean, to help you support you on this.
Don't forget about it, you know. I'm just glad that you found Josie.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad things worked out for the two of you.
Yeah, they have.
How was dinner at the Matthews last night, by the way?
Yeah, a little tense.
Oh, so Aunt Liz was there, huh?
Yeah, in spades. Russ seems happy, though.
Ah, well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it.
I don't know, it's wild. I mean, finding out that you have a daughter after all this time.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. And I may be about to lose my son.
You think it's gonna go against you?
I don't know. I don't know. The courts are changing. But in the past, they've tended to side with the mother.
Yeah, but I think you guys
Look,
have a
maybe
chance.
this judge will, wish Mom was here. She would know what to say.
Yeah, I miss her, too. But I have my brother and my sister. And that means a lot to me.
That's right.
All right, come on. Why don't we go show this judge what kind of family Stephen has, huh?
Strong one.
Okay, let's do it.
Go.
Do we have to talk about this now? Victoria needs us.
I need to talk.
We talked last night.
Michael, we made love last night. You haven't touched me in weeks. I don't understand why, especially since you're still withholding everything.
Are we back to that again?
Yes, we are. I want you to say something to me that makes some sense.
Donna, I don't bring my work home with me, all right? That's not the kind
Michael,
of
this
businessman
isn't
I
the
am.
quarterly report. This is a serious discussion.
It's just business.
Why are you so secretive about your business?
I don't know. I'm not. Look, I guess I just figured that you wouldn't be interested, that's all.
You don't think I'd understand?
No.
Then there's no reason to be secretive, is there?
I just think you'd find it boring.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay? Fine, I'll bring work home and we can sit here and go over detail by detail,
If
all
you
right?
shared your work with me, it might help our marriage.
Our marriage?
Well, things are far from perfect, Michael. And that's why I've decided from now on I'm going to work with you.
What?
Come on, we have to get to the courthouse.
What do you mean work? Wait, what? Work?
It's really wonderful sleeping together again.
Work how?
Well, when
What
we're
are you
working
thinking
together,
of doing?
we'll be closer than ever.
Yes, how close? What work?
Okay, so they got me down for burglary. It was a long time ago.
But it was under a different name.
When you live on the street, what difference does it make what your name is?
When did it happen?
I was a kid. It was nothing.
Derek, burglary isn't nothing. It's a felony.
It's no big deal.
Why are you trying to shrug it off like this?
What do you want me to say? That I was so hungry that night that it felt like my stomach was on fire? And that these guys kept saying that if I just joined their gang, I could have a place to sleep and some friends who'd stick by me? Look, I know it was wrong. I was young. I was a dumb, stupid kid. I trusted them. I said, yeah, I'll be your lookout.
Were you all caught?
Are you kidding? I was the only one. I was standing there with these two hot radios. My friends are long gone.
Did they charge you with burglary?
Judge, they told me that if I just pleaded guilty, the judge would probably go easy on me.
Did he?
Yeah, I walked. So now what?
What do you mean?
Well, you think I'm dirt, right?
No, I didn't say that.
That's what you're thinking.
I don't think that at all.
If you want to know if I have any other convictions, the answer is no.
Good.
I tap into the phone system when I have to, and I sleep rent-free. Other than that, I'm not a thief.
I believe you.
Good.
Unfortunately, I'm not the police, but my roommate is.
Courtney doesn't scare me.
Courtney is going to be watching you like a hawk from now on.
Let her.
Promise me something.
What?
Promise me that if Courtney tries anything, questioning you, anything at all, you'll call me before you do make one move?
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Weird.
What is?
How different I am when I'm around you.
My, how some lawyers get close to their clients. And ex-clients. I just don't know how you find the time, Stacy.
Hi. Hello, Jake. How are you?
Whoa.
What?
Well, I figured you'd want to talk to me before I testified, but, bringing Bridget to soften me up, that's really stretching it, Vic.
I need to know what you're going to say, Jake.
I already told you I'm going to tell the truth.
But there are different ways to say it.
True.
No matter what you say, you can't deny that I love Stephen
I'm not
and that
the
I'm a good
judge.
mother.
I'm not the judge.
Stephen should be with me.
Stop talking to me like I'm the judge.
And if you feel the way you say you feel about him, you'd better hope that I win custody.
Oh, why's that, Vic?
Do you think if Jamie wins, he'll let you see Stephen? I will. Anytime. But Jamie, forget it. Think about that.
"16 stores later, she says, 'One more store, please.' I said, 'No way, I'm hungry. I wanted a Snickers bar.'"
Packed with peanuts, Snickers really satisfies.
Now, if Snickers were sold in boutiques...
New Dole Pure and Light. Now pure fruit juice has zing.
Zing, zing, zing goes the cherry. Zing, zip, zoom, tangerine. Zing, zap, zip goes the raspberry. Zing, bang, boom goes the peach.
Dole Pure and Light. Nothing artificial, no sugar added. It's the 100% fruit juices in 4 great flavors that puts the clean, crisp zing in new Dole Pure and Light.
A taste that goes zing.
This shine can't be beat. You can't get a brighter shine. You can't get a tougher shine. And you can't get a better shine from Future or Bright. This shine only comes from Mop and Glow. Even on no wax floors, you can't get a brighter, tougher shine than Mop and Glow.
This is me before my first perm and after. It didn't take. Me before my second perm. It took 8 months to grow out. Me before my third perm. Precisely Right by Ogilvy. Risky? Nah. It's got automatic shut-off timing, so Precisely Right can over-perm. This is me with a Precisely Right home perm. So, somebody take our picture.
When skin's unbalanced, it's written all over your face. Dry here, oily there. Daily washing with Physoderm helps keep your skin in natural balance. Physoderm deep cleans and moisturizes so your skin's not too oily, not too dry. Give your skin special care with Physoderm for the natural balance that's written all over your face.
There's something about ice cream. Picture 10 5-year-olds at my son Billy's birthday party. The games are a flop. Kids are crying. Billy's hiding. Then I serve ice cream. Suddenly, everyone's having a ball. There's just something about ice cream.
I'm not gonna fake it. Yes, I hired Frankie. I hired Frankie to follow Lucas.
Why?
Because I don't trust him.
And what? You weren't going to ever tell me about that, were you?
Because I didn't have anything to base it on. I didn't want to see someone that could be dangerous to you.
He's not dangerous.
How do you know that?
Mitch!
Look, I've seen his anger, not to mention a heavy dose of arrogance. You know, he's the kind of person that thinks they can do something and then thinks they can get away with it.
That doesn't mean that he's dangerous, does it?
Maybe. Maybe not, but he's certainly been secretive about his life since you last knew him.
You know, there's no way for you to know this, but I have seen a different side to Lucas lately.
Oh, really?
Yes, really, especially since our last dead end. He's been compassionate with me. He's been very sensitive.
Oh, great. Great, that's wonderful. That's the way I want to start my day, is hearing about what a wonderful, warm human being Lucas is.
Are you jealous?
Am I jealous? No. No, I am not jealous.
Oh, I see. So then answer the first question I asked you. You weren't ever planning on telling me that you were having Lucas followed, were you?
No, I wasn't going to tell you.
What about this business of being so open and honest with one another? I mean, about everything, Mitch.
I couldn't tell you.
I'm your wife, remember?
Yes, and when it comes to Lucas, you're blind to him. You don't see
and that
it.
justifies lying to me.
I didn't lie to you. I just didn't tell you.
No, you couldn't tell me because I am so blind about Lucas.
That's right.
What did you think, that I was going to run off and tell him that? Oh, my God, that's it, isn't it? Is that what you thought?
I didn't say that.
You have no faith in me, do you? Mitch?
I've got to go.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Mitch! Do you or do you not trust me as far as Lucas goes?
So we don't know how McKinnon's going to tell it.
I tried to make him understand how important this was.
I'll get a crack at him when Stacy's through.
He's just so angry with me.
We'll handle it.
How?
We'll discredit his testimony. From what your daughter's given me, it shouldn't be that difficult.
I'll say.
Look, the guy is a habitual liar. He's still blaming Vicky because his wife left him.
Wait a minute, you're not going to bring Marley's name into this, are you?
Look, we want the kid, don't we?
Yes.
Then we do what we have to do. We can always make amends later, after we've won.
If Jake starts saying that this is all Victoria's fault, I think what you should
Wait a minute, just a minute. I mean, Jake may not try to make Victoria look all that bad, you know. He may just tell the truth.
Let's hope so. Your husband's attorney is definitely counting on Jake to bring you down.
Okay, how do you feel?
I'm ready if you are.
Good. Now just fix your tie there and we'll be okay.
I thought you said it was fine, Matthew.
It's fine.
You keep twisting it.
Yeah.
It's on my nerves.
We're going to be fine, Jamie. Absolutely fine.
When did they let the spectators in?
They're not going to. I filed a motion with Judge Dunlay for privacy. Did Rachel get back yet?
She just got home. She's taking care of Stephen. I didn't want her to hear what is going to be said today.
All rise. Family Court of Bay County is now in session. Judge Marsha Dunlay presiding.
Be seated. The case before us today is Frame versus Frame. Counselors?
Stacy Winthrop for Dr. James Frame, Your Honor.
Kenneth Martin, representing Victoria Hudson Frame, Your Honor.
Miss Winthrop, please proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Dr. Frame is suing for sole custody of his son, Stephen. The marriage ended because of his wife's infidelities and deceitful behavior. Furthermore, her emotional state has led again and again to actions which are detrimental to her son's welfare. We will prove that Mrs. Frame is an unfit parent to Stephen.
Mr. Martin?
Thank you, Your Honor. If there is an unfit parent in this courtroom today, it is Dr. James Frame. He has shown a history of ambivalence toward his son, part of a lifelong inability to make a lasting commitment. Mrs. Frame, who, unlike her husband, intends to devote all her time to raising her son, has been the child's primary caretaker since birth, and, despite all arguments to the contrary, has demonstrated herself to be an excellent mother. Sole custody to Mrs. Frame would be in the best interest of that child.
Thank you for being brief. Call your first witness, Miss Winthrop.
We call Jake McKinnon.
Some people just aren't ready for scrub-free bathroom cleaner. It cleans on contact.
You know, I can still remember the very first candy given to me by my grandfather. It was Werther's Original, and I was 4. I had a little trouble opening that shiny golden wrapper, but then, well, I'll never forget that first taste. Sweet and creamy and just plain good. But there was something else, too. I remember feeling I must be somebody very special when my grandpa gave me his wonderful butter candy. So, now I'm the grandfather. And what else would I give my little grandson but my Werther's Original? He's somebody special, too.
Connect geometric smart girls know all the angles, know 5 heads are better than 1. Spiral, zigzag, cripple, go straight.
Get that Conair confidence. What's missing from new Hillshire Farm light smoked sausage?
It's got that same juicy taste.
Same smoke flavor.
What's missing? This.
New Hillshire Farm Light. It's missing 25% of the fat found in the other leading brand, but hasn't lost one bit of that great smoked sausage taste.
The only thing missing, as far as I can see, is another helping. Come on.
New Hillshire Farm light smoked sausage and Polska kielbasa with 25% less fat.
If you took Benadryl for your allergy this morning, there's something you should know. Contact maximum strength caplets work twice as long.
Gesundheit.
Until there's a cure, there's contact.
Hi, Mitch.
Hi, did you just get back?
Just. Can I get you something?
No, I was just hoping to see Matthew.
Oh, he's over at the courtroom with Jamie.
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry, I'll get out of here.
No. What is it? What's wrong?
What the hell is going on?
This is Derek Dane, gentlemen.
Get out of here.
Derek, we are conducting a search.
Hey, that's my stuff, man. You can't do that.
Hey, take it easy, pal.
Look, it's completely legal. We're looking for leads on the Red Swan.
You can't just bust in here and search my stuff.
Unless you would like to tell us about it.
Where's your warrant?
Look, it's already been served on the owner of this warehouse. You don't live here legally, so you're not entitled to a warrant.
Courtney?
Yeah. What's this? I want you to answer a few questions, Derek.
And now we come to June of 1988.
You and Victoria had sexual relations late in that month.
Objection, Your Honor. Anything prior to the birth of Stephen has no bearing on Mrs. Frame's fitness as a mother.
But it does, Your Honor. I intend to prove that the actions Victoria took following that incident will demonstrate an unstable and desperate character.
Very well. I'll allow it.
Thank you, Your Honor. You slept with your sister-in-law.
Once.
Shortly after that, Victoria told you that she was pregnant.
Yes.
However, Victoria insisted that the baby was Dr. Frame's, whom she later married.
Yes.
But you had reason to believe that the baby might, in fact, be yours.
Yeah, that's true.
So you asked that a paternity test be administered.
Yes.
Did Victoria agree to that?
Eventually.
What do you mean, eventually?
She said she had the test.
But that was a lie.
Yes.
So, you forced Victoria to take the paternity test.
Yes.
What happened?
She switched some things at the hospital. Some blood samples to make it look like I definitely wasn't the father.
So she lied and you
Yes,
found out about it.
I told her she had to take the test. And
And what?
then Jamie found out.
So Jamie uncovered the fact that you and Victoria had slept together, and then you might actually be the true father of Stephen.
Yeah.
What did Mrs. Frame tell her husband when he confronted her?
Objection, Your Honor. The witness was not there.
If you will allow me to continue, Your Honor, I shall prove that this witness has ample knowledge of what Mrs. Frame told her husband.
For now, I will allow it.
What did Dr. Frame tell you that Mrs. Frame said?
Objection. Hearsay.
And did not Mrs. Frame confirm that what Dr. Frame had told you was the truth?
She said...
Speak up, please.
She said I raped her.
Yet another lie.
And Jamie came to punch me out. And we figured it out. I told him what really happened.
And he believed you rather than his wife. So the paternity test was administered to both you and Dr. Frame, and Stephen was clearly proven to be Dr. Frame's son and not yours. Isn't that true?
That's true.
And because of Victoria's lies and deceit, your wife, Victoria's twin sister, ended her marriage to you and left Bay City.
Objection. Speculation.
Sustained.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Martin?
He didn't mean to make me look bad.
You did a good enough job.
I've known him since I was 5 years old. He's ready to break.
Jake, all of this happened over a period of many months, didn't it?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you'd like to add to the story of what happened?
See, it wasn't as simple as all that. Vicky was scared. She loved Jamie a lot.
Objection, Your Honor. Mr. McKinnon's speculations and opinions aren't material.
I'll allow it. Proceed.
So you were saying that Vicky loved her husband very much?
Like I said, Vicky was really scared. And that was my fault. See, I kept pressing her and pressing her. I threatened to tell Jamie. I just wouldn't let up on it, you know?
So Vicky wasn't acting out of the blue then? She wasn't trying to deceive anyone just for the thrill of it? Or because she didn't have feelings for other people?
No. She loved Jamie and she wanted to make the marriage work.
And during all this time, did you ever see any signs of Vicky being an unfit mother?
I wanted her to.
I beg your pardon?
See, I was hoping the key was mine. So I did anything I could to try to show that Vicky was an unfit mother.
In order for you and your wife to get custody of that child?
Yes, sir.
There's nothing unusual about that tactic? So how did you set Vicky up?
I did things like, making it look like the baby formula wasn't at their house. And I made it look like she'd left Stephen all alone once. Things like that.
But none of these things were true, were they?
No. I was just trying to convince Marley.
Marley's your wife, Mrs. Frame's sister.
Yeah. I wanted to convince Marley that Stephen didn't deserve to be with Vicky.
Do you feel that he would be better off away from his mother?
No. Vicky loves Stephen. She worships him. She's a good mother. Stephen deserves to be with Vicky.
When people see new Crystal Air freshener, they say, ooh. But when they smell it, Airwick Crystal Air works so beautifully it causes extraordinary reactions.
Ooh.
New Crystal Air, it has some oohing and awing.
When I'm working in the kitchen, anything I find to make my life easier, like Reynolds plastic wrap, is greatly appreciated. It handles great. And cling? How's this for cling?
Reynolds plastic wrap. Wrap it right. Now, life in the kitchen can be even more fun. With new Reynolds Crystal Color plastic wrap.
Green,
yellow,
amazing, blue.
Very cool. Now, wrap it right and bright.
People have different dieting needs. So Accutrim developed 3 different formulas.
I need all the help I can get.
She needs Accutrim Maximum Strength. Nothing stronger without a prescription.
I'm okay until 3. Then I start snacking.
Late day strength. Peaks from 3 to 9 p.m.
I'm hungry from morning till night.
16 hours steady control. Works all day. Accutrim Maximum Strength, late day, 16 hours steady control. One is made for you.
I got a flat tire. Now my stomach's on fire. My day. My Lanta, too.
Introducing Mylanta 2 roll packs for double strength antacid relief wherever you are.
Because my life takes my Lanta, too.
When I'm with you, you take me away to another world.
Miss Montana, 1969. Miss America, 1981. Miss New Mexico, 1987. Miss America, 1990.
UCAN Rent search is over. The craftsmen have been found. The deal has been struck. UCAN Rent has just made the largest diamond purchase ever made by a rental company. Over $2 million in exquisite diamond and gold jewelry is waiting for you now. The selection, the pricing, and the ease and convenience of ownership are what you'd expect from America's fastest growing rental company. No huge down payment and convenient weekly or monthly terms. Why not own the diamond jewelry you were meant to own? Just by visiting the diamond jeweler in your neighborhood, your UCAN Rent store.
Joe Morgan from the Harbors at Brentwood.
If alcohol and drugs are causing you a problem, here's some facts that may help you. First, alcoholism is an incurable but a treatable disease. Second, recovery is not for bad people who wish to become good, but for sick people who want to get well. Call us at the Harbors at Brentwood, a treatment center for everyday people who want to live every day again.
Amazing Blue Star ointment stops itching fast. Jock itch, ringworm, psoriasis, tetter, and removes corns and calluses. Blue Star ointment, the one that's guaranteed. Ask for it.
The channel that's for the family invites you to Starwood Amphitheater for summer family fun. This season, children 6 and under get in free. Starwood and Channel 4 for the family.
Mornings are even better on Channel 4 with Donahue leading the mid-morning lineup. So go ahead, make your day. Beginning September 4th on Channel 4.
Bill Hall's Heat Watch, brought to you by Nashville Memorial Hospital.
How long have you had this book, Derek?
A while.
You must really like art, then.
So?
I don't guess I have to tell you that a picture of the Red Swan, which was stolen a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I didn't take it.
You know, Zach was really impressed on how much you knew about it. No wonder.
Look, just because I have a book with a picture of the swan in it doesn't prove anything.
Just a coincidence, huh?
Yes.
Well, it's an awful lot of coincidences whenever you're around, Derek. You were one of the few people who knew the Red Swan was in the law office. You saw Zach put it into the safe.
And I didn't see it again.
Do you have 20/20 vision, Derek?
What? I don't know.
I mean, do you squint, or, I mean, can you see things pretty clearly?
Yeah.
How's your memory?
What?
Do you have a good memory?
I guess so, yeah. What's the point?
Could you have watched Zach work the combination on the safe and memorized it?
Oh, you are crazy. I was upstairs with Stacy.
Yes, afterwards, you were upstairs with Stacy. But then you had enough time to come downstairs and take the swan out of the safe and hide it somewhere else.
I told you. I didn't take it.
Oh, prove to me that I'm wrong, then. You have an interest in art and a record for burglary, and one of the few people I know with a picture of a red swan.
You know, you say you want proof, but what you got doesn't prove anything at all.
It's too many coincidences, Derek. I think we better finish this conversation and down at the station.
No, I ain't going nowhere with you.
Yes, you are. Derek, you're under arrest.
Gee,
Yeah.
I wanted to thank you
For what?
for what you said up there on the stand, you know.
You just told the truth.
Are you all right?
I'm alive.
No word from Marley yet, eh?
She made it very clear, Bridget, that I was not going to hear from her again.
What are you going to do?
A couple pieces. That's what I try to do in there.
With what you said?
You know what Vicky said was right. All the mistakes I made with Marley were my mistakes. I lost her because of what I did.
Do you forgive Victoria now?
Oh, she's got a lot to answer for.
Aye. Why did you help her, Jake?
I did it for Stephen.
Yes. You love the little boy, eh?
Vicky's a good mother. Stephen shouldn't have to grow up without that. Oh, man, what was that for?
Well, laddie, it was for old time's sake, you know.
Yes, I spend a great deal of time with Stephen.
How are you at changing diapers?
Just fine.
How about feeding?
Well, I've had to change a few white shirts, but we're getting better every day. And I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Sounds to me like you're very close to your son.
Definitely.
Would you like that to continue?
For the rest of my life. I've loved him from the day he was born. I love being with him and caring for him. I look forward to watching him grow up. He gives my life a meaning it's never had before.
Thank you. Your witness.
Dr. Frame, you're a general practitioner and a surgeon, aren't you?
Yes.
So I imagine you're at the hospital a good many hours then.
It varies.
Between what and what would you say? 2 and 4 hours a day? 14 and 18 hours a day?
Some days are long, but Stephen and I are living in my mother's home. There's a staff and other family members.
So it doesn't matter that you're away for long hours every day?
Well, if I'm gone, that doesn't mean Stephen isn't always on my mind.
Oh, I'm sure. You sound like a completely devoted father.
I am.
And you say you've loved Stephen from the day he was born?
Yes.
And why did you tell Mrs. Frame that you didn't ever want to have anything else to do with Stephen? You did tell Mrs. Frame that, didn't you? On more than one occasion?
We were quarreling.
Yes, and didn't you once at one point say that you didn't want to even play with Stephen? Or even hold him?
Vicky was trying to get to me by using...
Just yes or no or two.
Yes. But that was all around the time I found out that Stephen might be Jake's baby.
You're a doctor, aren't you? The test results weren't in yet, were there? There was no proof, was there?
No.
No. And yet you refused to even hold the baby that you now say gives new meaning to your life.
I was very confused at that time. My marriage was crashing down around me.
Yes, I believe that this is the third marriage of yours that's come crashing down, isn't it?
Yes.
And didn't you once break off an engagement with the woman who is now your attorney?
Objection. Overruled. Let's see where this goes. Now, make your point, Mr. Martin.
Weren't you once engaged to Miss Winthrop?
Yes.
So you've had several relationships with women, yet none of these relationships have lasted more than a couple of years. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Yet you still claim that you want to be there for Stephen, that you're looking forward to his growing up.
Yes.
Doctor, it takes longer than 2 years for a child to grow up. Perhaps you would like to reconsider.
Objection, Your Honor. Sustained. Now, let's skip the sarcasm, Mr. Martin.
I'll withdraw the question. But I do think it's fair to point out that Dr. Frame has a history of, shall we say, faltering commitments.
I love that child.
I'm sure you do. But love and commitment are not always the same thing. How can you assure this court that you will still care about Stephen 2 years down the road? Or 7, or 15?
He's my son. I just will.
That's it? That's your assurance? After all those times you said I do and then just walked away from the commitment.
Your Honor, he is badgering my client.
I'll withdraw the question. I have nothing further. Thank you, Doctor.
You may step down, Dr. Frame.
That was bad, wasn't it?
Wasn't good.
I have to win this. Use anything you've got. Anything.
Know how eating fudge makes me feel like a kid again. A double fudge or new peanut butter fudge. Yummy. Real fudge or fudge around a peanutty center. Both Weight Watchers, both double yummy. This is living.
The impossible mission? Finish the wash without a stain walking right in.
Try the Stain Stick, the 7-day stain stick from Spray and Wash.
Now stains are no problem with 7-day stain stick. Its special formula lets me treat a tough stain today. And watch, now I can put off washing till the end of the week. I love it.
Stain Stick from Spray and Wash, for stains you thought would never come out.
Keep that great shower fresh feeling all day with Ban Solid.
Keep that shower fresh feeling all day.
I've got you under my rim. Vanish foam and clings deep in the heart of me. It cleans and freshens every part of me. New Vanish foam and under my rim.
Gets under the rim to make cleaning easy.
I can't resist the touch. I can't.
Now hair that's sprayed can be beautiful to touch.
No, I can't resist finesse. I can't resist.
Whether you need a little hold or a lot, new Finesse Hairspray with a touch of conditioner keeps hair touchably soft.
I can't feel the touch.
New Finesse Hairspray, the hold that loves to be held.
When it comes to bagging garbage, there's a best way
Hefty, zigzag.
and a second best way. A best way to close, a best way to lift, a best way to carry away.
Hefty, zigzag.
Why settle for second best?
Jessica's in trouble. She has no money,
But there is a solution.
60 million.
Her son's inheritance.
It's not like I set out to steal from him.
Will she tell Jason the truth?
I know that you don't want your son to end up with nothing.
Or keep the money? Generations.
Oh, Matthew, hi.
Yeah.
Listen, can you tell me what's going on in there? You know, they won't let me in.
Yeah, it's closed for everyone but the immediate family. We're just on a short recess right
Listen, how's Jamie?
now. Things aren't going the way people thought they would. Stacy's still confident.
Good, good. Listen, Mitch didn't drop by to see you here, did he?
No.
Well, I might as well just say it. I mean, your father and I had a little disagreement.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. We'll work everything out. It's just, I really would like to see him, and I can't seem to find him anywhere.
Well, I was just on the phone with my mother, and she said Mitch was there with her.
So then I just left. I know I should have said something, but I just left.
Well, I can certainly understand why Felicia's upset.
Yes, I know, but I shouldn't have kept it from her.
How long have you had Lucas followed?
3 weeks. For all the good that it's done.
Nothing?
Nothing. Look, I'm sorry. You don't need to be hearing about all of
No,
this.
it's all right.
No, I know you want to be with Jamie in court.
No, I'm not going. He doesn't want me to be there.
Well, I probably should go back and tell Felicia that I'm sorry and find Frankie and tell her to just drop it.
What was your reason for having Lucas followed in the first place?
Because I didn't trust him. I still don't trust him. I know I've been overprotective since Felicia's trial, but...
And you haven't found anything that makes you feel better about Lucas?
No.
I didn't think so.
You don't trust him, do you?
Of course I don't trust him. I mean, he works with Iris. How can I trust him? I haven't understood why Felicia can trust him so easily.
You know, the thing about it is she hasn't seen this guy in 23 years, and she acts like he's the same kid that she knew when they were back in Chicago.
Yeah, that probably has more to do with the fact that she feels a connection, you know, because of her daughter.
Well, becoming a father doesn't make him a saint.
True.
I know what gets to me.
What?
He was the first guy that she loved, and that brings back a lot of memories.
Oh, I know what that's like.
So do I.
Matthew said Stephen has a fever.
Yes, I was just calling home to find out how he is.
Well, is he crying? Is he in pain? Is he all right?
No, he's fine. He's fine. It's just a slight fever. It's only a mild virus that's self-limiting. Don't worry.
It's easy for you to say. You can go home and hold him.
Vicky? Don't be nervous. We've got the momentum on our side.
My hands are shaking.
Just hold them in your lap and keep your voice calm and quiet.
All right.
Be seated. Mr. Martin, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. I call Victoria Frame to the stand.
And a lot of women told me this before it happened to me. So I know it sounds trite, maybe even a little corny. But when you give birth, when your child who grows inside your body comes alive and clings to you, trusts you, and depends on you for his life, well, it changes you. I know it changed me. People can say a lot of things about me, but I'm a good mother.
Thank you, Vicky. No further questions.
Mrs. Frame, you say that you're a good mother.
Yes.
An example to your son?
I hope so.
And yet you accused your best friend of raping you.
I was scared. I didn't know what to say. I got carried away. I know it was wrong.
So were you carried away all those months you lied to your husband about who might be the baby's real father?
I didn't lie.
You lied on a daily basis, didn't you?
I didn't lie. Jamie is Stephen's father.
But until the test results came in, you didn't know that.
I always knew that. In my heart.
Well, that's very touching, but we've already heard testimony of your untruths.
All right. I may have been dishonest. But I was trying to hold my family together. I know now that it was wrong.
Let's move on. Were you being a good mother when you decided to take Stephen out of town shortly before the paternity test results came back?
I was scared.
And when you're scared, you'll do just about anything.
I didn't say that.
The point is that you were willing to deprive your son of ever seeing his father again. Is that what a good mother does?
You're twisting everything around. Jamie turned his back on me. Jake and Marley were going to fight for custody if Jake was the father. I couldn't let them take my baby away.
So you didn't know what to do. You were just a helpless victim.
Yes.
So helpless a victim that you tried to bribe Dr. Frame's mother with stock from Corey Publishing, attempting to buy Stephen back in exchange for your proxy? Is that what a good mother does? Or perhaps a poor innocent victim?
Your Honor, this is entirely irrelevant.
Withdrawn. Tell me, Victoria, how does a good mother spend her nights?
What are you talking about?
I submit these photographs as Exhibit A. Take a look at these, Mrs. Frame, and tell me if you recognize yourself in them.
You used to have to do what? I used to have to wear 2 pads together.
For all the women who've ever worn 2 regular maxis to get enough protection.
That couldn't be comfortable. It's inventive.
Come on, it's a hassle. Oh, look, you do what you have to do.
Not anymore. Introducing Double Plus from Always. All the protection of 2 pads in 1 comfortable pad. That's more protection in the middle and lots more length.
Double up, never again.
New Double Plus. For some women, it has to be double or nothing.
Quit! Don't bother. We're out of business. Why? The Marshall's anniversary party?
As I was setting the table, I noticed them.
Noticed what? Spots. Spots on everything. I tried wiping them off.
But maybe they didn't notice.
We noticed.
The party's over for this catering business.
Noticing spots on your dishes? You're not using Cascade. Cascade sheeting action gets dishes virtually spotless.
These dishes look great.
It's the bank. Oh, can we handle their annual dinner?
Beautifully.
For virtually spotless dishes, nothing beats Cascade.
Come on in. Feel the fluffiest softness ever.
Come on in. It's fluffy soft. Soft, softest feeling. Only Downy has the feeling.
Downy rinses in the most softness of any fabric softener. You can see the difference. Downy softness is fluffy softness.
Come on in. It's April Fresh. Downy feeling, fluffy feeling.
April Fresh Downy softens best in liquid and dryer sheets.
Come on in.
Your Honor, I object to the submission of these photos as evidence.
Your objections are duly noted. Now proceed, please.
You recognize yourself in these photographs, Mrs. Frame.
This is all wrong.
Yes, they are rather compromising pictures of you and a man who is not your husband. Isn't that true?
Nothing happened. Evan did come over. These just look bad. Nothing happened. You can ask Evan.
Nevertheless, they are pictures of a woman who is perhaps not a good mother and not sitting at home pining for her child.
You liar! You are twisting everything around.
Your Honor.
Jamie and his family took my baby away from me. They took my baby and they're trying to fix it so that I never see him again.
No, I believe that was your intention when you bought a ticket to Canada and took your son to the airport.
Do something! You get away from me!
Were you or were you not trying to take your son out of the country?
Yes. All right, yes, and I will do it again if I think my son is going to get taken away.
Right. Illegal or legal, Vicky will get her son.
I don't give a damn about the law. I don't give a damn about the Coreys. I will disappear with my son if I think I'm going to lose him.
Mrs. Frame, will you please try to control yourself? I will not tolerate this sort of behavior in my courtroom.
I'm not going to discuss this any further, Derek. I said you are under arrest.
Didn't do anything.
Hands behind your back, buddy.
I'll Mirandize him in the car.
You can't do this. I said,
Derek.
come on, man.
Derek, stop it! You all right? Stop it, Derek!
No, no.
Help!
No!
Nothing can tear a kid's eyes away from new Jell-O 1, 2, 3 dessert. What can compete with a dessert that forms 3 layers right before your eyes? New Jell-O 1, 2, 3, the dessert that tops itself.
How's Mama doing? She okay?
Yeah. It's already happening. People calling long distance with 1 free month of U.S. Sprint.
The market isn't open. We're going to go coast to coast with this. It's midnight here. We're just shutting down.
Call Sprint now. Get 1 free month plus the best savings versus AT&T. This is one offer that seems to be catching on.
Kraft introduces pasta and cheese with a difference.
Look what Kraft is cooking, pasta rich and cheesy. Mama passed it over, second helping's easy.
New from Kraft, a zesty sauce blended with Kraft cheeses and seasonings makes pasta with a difference your family will love.
We know what makes you hungry, we got what it takes. Oh, what a difference. Kraft cheese makes.
New Kraft pasta and cheese, real Kraft cheeses in a zesty blend. Oh, what a difference.
Hey, Becky, what's the SW stand for in SW Graham? That's easy. It's so wholesome because it's made with Graham, one of the original health foods. Stanley Willis, the outfielder for the Blazers. Why would Kellogg's name a cereal after a ball player? Simply wonderful because it's shredded into biscuit. Maybe it stands for so what? As long as it tastes good. How does he do that?
Kellogg's SW Graham, the family cereal that's wholesome, and then some.
The LensCrafters made my bifocals in 45 minutes.
LensCrafters crafts your quality glasses in about an hour by putting the whole lab right in the store so you can see better, faster, in about an hour.
LensCrafters. Check your yellow pages or call 1-800-522-LENS.
Tonight, get a dog's eye view of the world in an animated canine comedy, Pound Town. Then they're totally awesome, totally tubular, totally Valley Girls in the new NBC comedy, Only Temporary.
Then NBC Sports presents NFL preseason action. The defending world champion San Francisco 49ers battle the Seattle Seahawks, only on NBC.
Do you know how much I love you?
I love you too.
A love from the past.
I'm never gonna leave you.
A love for today.
I told him I loved you.
2 men.
It was 10 years ago. I was a different person.
You had an affair with him, didn't you?
1 choice.
Are you in love with him now?
Who will win Eden's passion? Santa Barbara.
Another great sale at Kastner Knott. And what a sale it is. Great prices on all your favorite brands. The pre-Labor Day sale. Expect it from Kastner Knott.
Recently, when I became deathly ill, I was able to summon an ambulance, my next-door neighbor, my family, and my doctor without picking up a telephone. I used this remote control to contact Life Call, my 24-hour emergency medical response service. Watch. You just press this button and speak into the air and...
I'm having chest pain.
I'm calling paramedics and your family, Mr. Miller.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
We're sending help immediately, Mrs. Fletcher.
See? Protect yourself with Life Call, and you're never alone. To get complete free information,